start. Mhm. Okay. Thank you. What's up, y'all? This is your girl Shalonda from Real Talk Podcast. I am your host. Yes. And it is Wednesday. Y'all already know. I'm running on a little sleepy time. It's just me today. It's just me today. And that's all good, you know what I'm saying? And I'm wearing purple for domestic violence awareness. Get into it, y'all, and repping my brand Lala's Closet. And this shirt was made by Jillian Santiago. Thank you so much for this shirt. It is important to me to wear purple because I am a domestic violence survivor. So y'all already know I'm gonna keep going. It's October, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, y'all share, y'all comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Real Talk Podcast is on right now. Okay. Um, we are live on Facebook, Shalonda Jones, and we are also live on YouTube, The Real Lala Jones. So get into it. Get into it. Um, I have a couple things that I want to talk about today. Mainly, I want to definitely get into the situation with the young girl, Jakira Lopez, that was found um, just the other day. She has been missing for a while now. Excuse me. She has been missing since August. She never got a chance to start school this year. Um, and this story is very, very important to me. Y'all already know I have a young daughter, I have young kids, so it's very important that I speak on these incidents because I just think that we have to do things as a village, as togetherness, as oneness. You know, let's look out for each other's children. It really is going to take all of us to change the way that these outcomes come because we have to learn how to really communicate with our children. They go through things just like adults. They go through depression. They also have losses, or they have emotions, they have feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that we touch base on this 16-year-old young girl, Jakira Lopez, more because it could have been our child. You know what I'm saying? It could have been our baby. So I'm just gonna start off with that. So if you don't know, this is local news, Rochester, New York. There was a 16-year-old girl, Jakira Lopez, who went missing August 27th, and she has been reported found but dead. And it has been reported that this was a homicide. Okay, she was last seen on the corner of Sile and Wells Street and was seen getting into a gray car with black tints. It looks like a Buick Encore. Encore. Um, um, and her phone last pinged on the corner of North Clinton Avenue and Andrew Street. Her phone was found September 29th by someone passing by. I'll be right back was her last words that she said to her grandmother. Tracy McDaniels, the grandmother, says Jakara told her she was running out for a second and would be right back. She says usually she would try to ask for more details about where she was going, but Jakira was adamant and that she wouldn't be gone long. So her grandmother let her go. But the family says she's always been very good at giving her location and making sure her family knew who she was with and what was going on. Okay. Um, this is a tragedy for our community. A lot of young girls go missing. A lot of young girls run away. A lot of young girls are abducted. It's different situations. It's very unique. One thing about it is, in the black and brown community, unfortunately, it's not looked at as important as when a white girl goes missing. And it's very, very unfortunate. This is the way that the system is made, as if the white girls are they're it says that, they're more likely to be protected because they're helpless, and all that other stuff. Hey Mecca girl, how you doing? Hi Miss Phoenix Rose, how are you? um yeah, so I was talking about the young. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking about the younger. All of these situations, you know what I'm saying? Every life is important. This is why we say Black Lives Matter. I don't care about a organization who collected a whole lot of money. What I care about is the lives of the people, Black lives. You know what I'm saying? This is just as important as Brittany. I can't remember her last name, but when she was abducted, when the young girl who went to Myrtle Beach, this is just as important. I think that we should change up some things. There should be Amber Alerts for any abduction. It does not matter. It shouldn't be 24 hours. Even if that child ends up coming home, we have to make sure that we are doing our part as a community. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that the system needs to change that because, listen, I'm not waiting 24 hours to look for my daughter. I'm not waiting 24 hours to look for my child at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting on anybody to look for my child. I'm going to look for my child myself. But the fact that the system is set up where we have to wait 24 hours is ridiculous. Um, and also set up to where black girls are gone unnoticed and just, oh, she's just a runaway. She's just this. Like, we don't know who hands our children are getting into. And in this situation, and reading the article about Jakara, what I noticed is that she left the house very, very late. And at 16 years old, like, I get it. Everybody have their way about going things, but I just pray that we could change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, 16, this is a baby. She has no, you know, no way of knowing what's what. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we are, as parents, are these children eyes and ears and heart. You know what I'm saying? Um, so 16 out at this hour is way too late. I just feel like, that's what it's kind of like just handing your child over to somebody. I want to know where my child is going, who my child is with, and you're not leaving my home after a certain hour. You know what I mean? And not just with no anybody down the street. You know, this is this is what this situation is, and I'm not trying to judge. I just want to bring awareness to this situation because is this is tragic. This is tragic. So yes, us allowing our kids to leave the house after 1 o'clock in the morning is absurd. Okay, it is dangerous out here. It is dangerous. It's been dangerous. It's not anything new. And then you want to know something? This is my biggest thing. Okay, so everybody, posts their kids on social media, which is great. Everybody's children are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I love to see the kids. We have grown up with the kids on social media, but there's some things that we need to step back and evaluate. You know what I'm saying? Like, what when we post our kids, like, the school that they attend, I don't think that it's good to post the school that your child attends. Because why? We don't know who is on the other side of our social media pages looking and lurking for our children. Mecca said, right, they need to be in the house at that time of night, but people don't understand that. Exactly. They need to be in the house at a certain time. There should be a routine, a bedtime, even on the weekend. Like, listen, you can stay up this, you know what I'm saying, but ain't no outdoors, ain't no going nowhere. But like I was saying, also the social media thing. We live in an era of social media. We should not be posting our children in specific places at the time that they are. You know what I mean? I thought about it the first day of school. I'm like, I'm not posting my kids because as a mom, my job is to protect my children. So no, nobody's gonna be able to look on my social media and see what school they go to, what they have on, how their hair is, because it's just that easy. Because we don't even know who are the people that are abducting these children. Think about it. It could be your very own uncle. It could be it could be somebody you know, but you're not thinking that, oh, they would never do this. No, it could be somebody you know. It could be a friend of your family member. Think about it. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I'm just trying to enlighten. You don't know who is who. So putting your child out there on social media for everybody to see, this young lady, and I'm not talking about, this specific situation. I'm just saying, like, we all have, a lot of us have daughters. I have a daughter. I have a daughter that looks older than me. I'm 5'3". My daughter is 5'6". Okay? Built beyond me. I talk about this all the time. I'm into dressing her a certain kind of way because my job as a parent is to protect her and protect her from everything and anybody, any pedophilia thoughts from anybody. That's my job. So I do think that we need to handle our children better on social media because we don't know who the person is. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who. Everybody is clueless right now. But yet, I can get on a lot of y'all social media pages and see where your kids go to school. I could see where your kids hang out and who your children hang out with. It's just that simple for me to do that. Imagine what a pedophile is doing. And like I said, this person could be a family member. This person can be into something that you have no idea. This person could be very, very close to you. And you're thinking, not my child. No, this is everybody's child. This mother that is going through this grandmother, this family that's going through this, we should look at it. When I see it, I feel hurt as if it was my child. And I have to sit down with my kids once again because this is what I'm doing on a regular. But I have to sit down with my children again and say, listen, this is what's happening. Let me enlighten you on what's going on. Because you don't want to be the next young girl. You don't want to be the next young boy. You don't want to leave your parents in this pain. Who are you communicating with? Who are you talking to? Who are you going with? Who's trying to influence you? These are the questions that we need to be asking and paying attention to. So our babies are not being abducted. So our babies are not being found dead in the woods. 16 years old, that's too young to lose your life to and it could have been protected, because just that simple. I'm sorry, it's just that simple. It could have been a no. I don't care if you talking about you'll be right back. No. No, no, no. You're not going. End the discussion. We don't have nothing to talk about. Straight like that. I just thought it was important to touch on this topic. I'm praying for this family. And I pray to God that justice is served for this young girl, because she deserves it. Although she made a big mistake by leaving her house that night and ended up in the hands of the wrong person. Let this be a lesson learned. Let us be sitting down with our babies and let them know this is not the outcome that I want for you. Mecca, you have to keep our kids woke. Yes. And alert at all times. Keep them 10 toes ahead. A lot of parents are their kids' friends more than focusing on being a parent. Absolutely. You know, I love that, because one thing that I tell parents is, listen, if your child is mad at you, oh well. You know what I'm saying? My kids get mad at me sometimes. I know they step away and they probably go yell in their room and they say I get on their nerves, but I don't care. I am their parent before I am their friend. I can laugh and joke with you and have fun with you, but baby, I'm your mommy before anything. And my job is to protect you from anything that will harm you. Can I always protect my kids from everything? No. I understand that. But can I plant seeds? Yes. Will I? Absolutely. I'm planting the seeds. Let me drop this nugget real quick and let you know what's up. Plain and simple. Let's pray for our children. Let's cover our children. We don't, like I said, we don't know who this person is. It could be your next door neighbor. Okay? So be careful how we dress our child. Be careful how we just let our kids go out. We don't know who is who. It is a mystery to each and every one of us on who killed this young girl. So let's beware of what we are doing with our children and allowing our children to do. Point blank, period. Ask questions. Who cares if they get mad at you? Who cares if they don't want to talk to you? Oh well, I want to know, who are you with? What's the name? Even as an adult, let me tell you, even as an adult, when I was single and I would hang out, I would call my sister and I would say, hey, listen, I'm going to be with this person. And this is the license plate of their car. Oh, and this is what they connected to. This is their mama name. Me and my sisters always did that. Because if anything happens to me, y'all gonna know who did it. It ain't gonna be no mystery. You wanna know who I was with. Even as an adult, we should do these things. Because when you're out here dating, you don't know necessarily, the person that you're getting ready to involve yourself with. You know? You don't know. So, what we should do is give our information to somebody that's very, very close to us, just in case we don't come home. And we also need to learn how to protect ourselves and have protection. It is important. A lot of people say they hate guns. I don't hate them because at the end of the day, there's people that use them wrong. But there are some people that know the importance. Safety, protection, self defense. It is a thing. Okay? So, let's keep this young lady in prayer. Young lady's family in prayer. She has passed on, and I just wanted to talk a little bit. Like, yo, let's get this together real fast in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't take no more losses. Like, for real. If you're just tuning in, this is Real Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Shalonda, and I am live on Facebook, Shalonda Jones, and I am also live on YouTube, The Real Lala Jones. Y'all go to The Real Lala Jones on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, okay? Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Um, and today I am wearing purple, as I mentioned in the beginning. It is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and it is very, very important to me because I am a domestic violence survivor. Okay, I made it out, and not everybody makes it out of these situations. Some people die in the hands of others because they cannot control themselves. And today I have a little article here that I wanted to read, and I just want to, you know, tell everybody, like, listen, if you know, you know what I'm saying? Domestic Violence Awareness Month, okay? So I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but I'm gonna read some of it. So, domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship used by one partner to gain or maintain power and control over another partner. This kind of abuse affects everyone: men, women, and children of all races, religions, and cultures without prejudice. To help prevent domestic violence, it is important to recognize the warning signs. Signs often begin um, and worsen over time. While not all inclusive, and following this is a list that was made for potential signs of domestic violence. Isolation. If you notice that somebody is isolating themselves and they're asking for permission to communicate with friends or family members, this may be a sign that they are being abused. Victims may be forced to quit their jobs or drop out of school. If you notice that a person is dealing with low self esteem, feeling deserving of the abuser's violence, accepting fault for, and making excuses for their partner's behavior, that is a sign of domestic violence. Heather said, I am at work. I just snuck to say hello and send some love. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you. Another sign of domestic violence: unexplained injuries, bruises, cuts, scrapes, or even broken bones that are blamed on clumsiness or in multiple stages of healing. Another one is depression or anxiety, feeling hopelessness, fear, or anger, angering their partner, and fear of angering their partner, and fear of repercussions and seeking help. So if that person is scared to speak to someone, that is a sign that they are being abused. If you are concerned that someone you care about is in an abusive relationship, the National Domestic Hotline recommends the following approaches. Express your concerns to your loved one in a gentle and non judgmental way. Encourage participation in activities outside of the relationship with the friends or family. Encourage the outreach to people who can provide help and guidance, such as the number for the National Domestic Violence Hotline, which is 1 800 799 7233. That is 1 800 799 SAFE. Continue to show your support regardless of the decisions made by your loved one. Period. This is just a little article that I had, and I just wanted to enlighten people of the signs of domestic violence. This is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and whatever we can do to, um, you know, bring awareness is important. We need to make sure that we are being kind and gentle to the person that is being abused. Okay? Because sometimes we can actually push the person that's being abused away because we're being too hard on them, and we're pressing issues that they don't want to be pressed. So it is important to support them, be a listening ear, um, um, be somebody that someone can talk to, and maybe a shoulder to cry on. And as long as I believe, because um, pure love drives out fear. So if you're loving that person correctly, eventually they become fearless and they would want to walk away from the situation that they're in. I've had people in my life that were experiencing domestic violence after I was, and I literally felt I loved them out of the situation. Like, sometimes I couldn't run to their rescue, but I would speak to them, be there for them. You can call my phone, you can talk to me, but eventually we getting out of this. We can't stay. Um, so always try to make yourself available to people, because you never know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're going through. And as long as I was in a domestic violence relationship, like years after, people was like, I never would have thought. I never would have thought who the abuser was, and I never would have thought that you were in that situation. Only because I was very silent and I kept it to myself. Only certain people knew what I was going through. Um, and thankfully, I had people who loved me out of the situation. Okay. I had people who did not judge me about what I was going through, but loved me instead, and told me that's not love, you know. So yes, happy Domestic Violence Awareness Month. If you know anyone who is being abused, let's love on them and treat them with respect, because sometimes people don't even know they're being abused. How about I didn't even know I was being abused? I just thought that my relationship was in shambles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. I didn't even know I was being verbally abused. I didn't know really what to call like abuse. Like, I didn't feel like, oh, the person just was tired of me and just psh, 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 or don't talk right now, and psh, psh, psh. It was situations that would occur, and I would open my mouth about, and I'd be ready to be mad about, but I didn't realize I was being abused. That person was telling me nobody was ever gonna love me, um that I wasn't good enough, um that nobody was gonna take care of me the way that he took care of me. And honestly, at first I believed it. Like, this is where I belong. Nobody's gonna love me. No one's gonna, I have children. But it's not the truth. There's somebody out here that will love you beyond that, and we don't even need other people to love. We need to love ourselves, because being in those situations sometimes it just shows the lack of love that we have for ourselves. And although I thought I loved myself so much, it really was a lack of love that I had for myself because I wasn't really setting those boundaries. I would yell, I would fuss, but I wasn't setting those boundaries. Um, until like years later. And then when I was setting the boundaries, it got 10 times worse because, it was so much going on. And I just, I wanted to love, I didn't want to fight. So I think me allowing, like, oh, okay, like let me just not say anything this time. I lost myself. I lost who I was. It was like, okay, I'm just gonna allow this person to mistreat me because maybe they're gonna get better. So we lose ourselves in these domestic violence situations. I know people who are literally in prison right now as we speak from domestic violence. And I know people that will literally say, I did not mean to kill that person. I know people that will say, "I we were just fighting. We were just arguing. It got very heated." Listen, it's real. That's why we have to learn how to fight differently. The word says we fight not against flesh and blood anyway. So we ain't got no reason to be fighting each other. There's other things that there's demonic spirits and there's generational curses and you know what I'm saying? There's different things that we need to be fighting and we need to be fighting those things in the spirit with each other. And that's how, we minimize domestic violence and people being in relationships and taking the lives of, you know, each other. Um, Nobody wants to walk around with black eyes and bruises by somebody that you really, really love and care about. You know, nobody wants to do that. I don't. That's not love to me. So if somebody got you walking around with black eyes and bruises, if somebody is telling you you're not good enough, if somebody is telling you you can't go see your mama, that you need to stay away from your sisters, cousins, and oh, you need to ask me permission, you are most likely being abused. And let me be the first to tell you. So I continue to pray that we can minimize domestic violence. It's happening every day, constantly, and you would not even believe the type of people that are in these situations. Okay, let's move along, y'all. Let's move along. I talked about some serious stuff. Y'all know I gotta talk about the ratchets because I love ratchet stuff regardless of what y'all say. I love to watch, the hot stuff, that's going on right now. Let's start off by talking about Jada Pickett and Will Smith. First of all, I really don't care about this situation. I really, really, with all my heart, do not care about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's marriage. Okay? Their marriage is working for them. Whether they've been split up all this time or what, it is working for them. They look happy every time I see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. And but I'm going to address this. First of all, I'm gonna address this. Will started this. But for some reason, y'all like to come down on the woman. I think that is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Will started this open relationship thing. Will started this, my feelings and it. We need to go back to old interviews. Jada is really taking a lot of heat for Will, and it ain't right. That's what us women do. You know what I'm saying? We take a lot of heat for these men. And even women be against the women. It be so ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Shout out to Jada for writing your book. Congratulations. You know, congratulations to Jada. And yeah, their relationship is their relationship. It has nothing to do with me, honey. Nothing. I pray for marriages no matter what, up, down, roller coasters. 10 years from now, Jada and Will are still going to be together, whether they're separated or not. They have children together. They have business together. They do. That's just like Kurt and Rashida. No matter what, we done seen them together, and no matter what in the media, it's this is that, and he cheated. He had a baby. We ain't heard nothing about that baby. Look at Ray J and Princess. Oh, they was on their way to divorce, and everybody giving their opinions. Oh, and oh, Ray J this and Ray J that, and Princess this and Princess that, and they ain't go. Let's stay out of these married people business, cause honey, these people is making money. That's what they doing. They making money off of our opinions, and that's really what it is. Hey, Heather girl. That's really what it is. Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith got to be happy. You know what I'm saying? They doing their own thing. Let them rock. Okay? All right. So another ratchet. Ooh, y'all. So if you don't have Zeus, you might as well just stop playing and pay that $5.99 a month. Okay? Because baby, the way that Tasiki and old girl squared up, I was here for it. That is what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Call me crazy, messy, whatever. I'm here for the square ups. Okay? They squared up, they fought, they did what they had to do. But it's so much more to this story that we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's just, oh my God, I be like so over it on social media. I'm kind of just in on Zeus. When it comes down to like Instagram and all that, the Instagram beefs and stuff, I'm not getting, I just can't. But Zeus, it's a TV show. You know what I'm saying? I can get into it. So I thought that was dope that they got to square up and fight it out, and it wasn't a whole bunch of mess and this person fighting this person and that person. It just, ooh. Mm-hmm. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. I felt bad for old girl that was, you know, saying Jesus, Jesus loves you, but she be playing games too. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. As far as the situation with Krishan, I am here with Krishan 100%. People gonna be like, "What? Nah, let me tell you something. Homegirl is doing her thing, okay? She is the one who got away from all the mess, okay? Irregardless of the show, the messiness or whatever, that's her job. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Point blank period. Y'all don't know that. But that's what's happening, okay? She getting paid to do what she's doing on that show. As far as her moving on and taking her baby and not being involved in the foolery, kudos to you, mama. Kudos to you. Like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would do the same thing that she's doing. You know what I'm saying? I would move on, get my own place, move on with my child. I wouldn't be worried about, all that other stuff. Like, let the other girl deal with the drama and the stresses. And, I don't know if y'all saw the video, the podcast, Jason Lee's podcast, but he made a comment because supposedly Blueface has had intercourse with Megan Thee Stallion. But Jada said, I don't know if it's true, but I hope so I can have the inside scoop. Inside scoop on what? Inside scoop on what? You just said, okay, basically, I just hope that he did mess with her because maybe he can go back and get with her because I'm a clout chaser. Pretty much. That's just what it is. Jada is a clout chaser. She's willing to stay with Blueface because of what? Because she get access to the celebrities and stuff like that. On the other side of that, Krishan, she's got her way in. So she did a interview with Jason Lee alone. She didn't need Blueface to do that. You know what I'm saying? So Jada's just showing she's just into cloud chasing, and at the end of the day, she really don't care what Blueface does. He can mess with whomever as long as it gets her foot in the door to do whatever. Whoo, honey, I'm gonna pray for that child, cause you know what I'm saying? But Jason Lee went in and deleted. Let me tell y'all, he deleted the episode for Krishan so that the episode could get edited because he doesn't want to be on Krishan's bad side. He has a real friendship with Krishan. So, yeah, go on his YouTube channel, Jason Lee, The Hollywood Unlocked. The whole interview is gone because he does not want to be on Krishan's bad side. And at that point, that just means Jaden and Blueface are non and void, irrelevant. Okay? And one more one more thing about the ratchetness. So I had anybody that's been tuning in, I've been, talking about Sexy Red. And, not that I don't like her as a person, I don't know her. She just do a lot of questionable things, but it's so crazy how I had just, brought her up about the interview that she did and her boyfriend was going off about, an interview that she did on a podcast or whatever. And then the next day after I said that, here comes a sex tape. Unbelievable. A sex tape. Then here she come upset at the kids because they were saying that her body parts wasn't a certain color. Right? Now she's pregnant. Like it is like a ripple effect of ratchetness, okay? And I'm here for it. Okay, I am here for it. Like the whole thing. Like I'm not turning my nose up at all. I'm just like, wow. I just cannot believe what happens right before our eyes on social media and how people end up in these situations. Shout out to Halle Berry. Okay. I mean, Bailey. Halle Bailey. Okay, because Homegirl finally came out. Well, I don't think she came out. I think somebody saw her and they saw her, and now finally she cannot hide that bump, so she has come out and she has announced that she is having a baby. And congratulations to you, honey. You have made a successful life for yourself. You have This woman has, she's been out for a long time, her and her sister. So, people are coming down on her because, she just did the Little Mermaid and she's, now she's doing her own music and stuff like that. And people are saying, oh, this person is going to end your career and da 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 da. Man, that is not the case. This girl has worked her butt off. She is an adult. She is having a baby. This is beautiful. Like, we need to stop hating. For real. Like, don't be no hater. Like, obviously, this guy that she's with really adores her, and all I have ever seen is him adore her. Have I seen things on Instagram or whatever? But everybody go through something in their relationship. It's so funny how people be judging celebrity relationships, but at home be going through it. Okay? Be done had a baby by the man. The man done out here sleeping with this, that, and got this one pregnant and all that other stuff. But we be quick to judge these celebrities for what they doing when they have the foundation and the sources and the income and all that to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating on Shorty. Like, let her be. Yeah, she just did the Little Mermaid and whatever. But I mean, that was big for our community. But she still has the right. Who are we to tell her, oh, you don't have the right to go and have a love life. You don't have the right to go and have a marriage. You don't have a right to go and have a baby. You are our little mermaid. Like, y'all just making her y'all property at this point. Halle Bailey is grown. And it's a lot of people are saying that they would have thought that Chloe would have been the one who got her pregnant first because she sexualized herself or whatever. But I mean, you cannot judge a book by its cover. That's the problem. And just because she's doing what she's doing, you know, as she's working and stuff like that, that don't mean homegirl fast. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being sexy and for the Lord. Ain't nothing wrong with being sexy and still be a virgin. Ain't nothing wrong with being sexy and only have had one or two partners. Ain't nothing wrong with being sexy and being celibate. I just did a photo shoot for Halloween, and I thought about my costume, and I thought and I thought and I thought, and I know I'm a disciple for Jesus Christ. I know that. I believe in Jesus. Ain't nobody gonna stop me because I know who was there, and how I got through and how I made it over. You know what I'm saying? Um but I wanted to show who I am in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say, you can't be sexy and be for Jesus. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. And you can win souls that way. Always have. Ain't nobody about to turn me into no old auntie because of how you view me or what my beliefs are or whatever. Like, I'm not no old auntie. I'm a young auntie. I'm not an old mama. I'm a young mama. You know what I'm saying? So if I choose to wear a nice little dress or whatever, that does not negate the fact that I don't still believe in Jesus and that I won't preach you a sermon, that I won't quote scriptures. Because I will. But I don't believe that that's just what I'm called for. I know that's not what I'm called for, to sit here and preach about Jesus Christ. No. The evidence is on me. You can see. I don't need to sit here and quote scriptures and stuff like that. My life speaks for itself. I am an overcomer. I am victorious, but I'm still going to put on that little dress. I'm still gonna put on that mini skirt if I feel like it. I'll put that long skirt on if I feel like it. I'll put that long dress on if I feel like it. I'm gonna wear my locks if I feel like it. I'm gonna wear a wig if I feel like it. I'm gonna say what I want when I wanna say it. Because I'm a human and that's what we are supposed to do. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be ourselves, not trying to be something that we're not. I'm not hiding my identity for nobody. Auntie, for real though. What's up, Josh? No, for real, cause I'm an auntie. I got nieces, I got nephews galore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no old biddy, okay? And ain't near none of my nieces and nephews gonna be able to say my auntie, my aunt is old. No, no. But I'm still professing that Jesus Christ is Lord. Okay, I believe. So yeah, like let the girl be who she is. She's so pretty. She's so adorable. She doing her thing. She has done more than a lot of us have ever gotten the opportunity to do. So a lot of us have kids that's judging her, that's on the internet saying she having babies. Meanwhile, a lot of us have children out of wedlock by multiple people. Like I just don't understand how her body has anything to do with us. That's just like, and then it's the same people saying that the government should not be able to tell us to have abortions. But y'all the same people saying Haley don't need to be pregnant by him and da 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 and da da da, and she's ruining her career and boom boom. Like, well, what did you do? Did you ruin your career? Did you ruin your life? Do you have it all set in stone for your kids? I don't think so. So we just don't have the right. Let the child be beautiful. Okay? Period. Period. If you're just tuning in, this is Real Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Shalonda. I am live on YouTube, The Real Lala Jones. Y'all do me a favor. Go subscribe. Go like, okay? To my channel on YouTube. And I am also live on Facebook, Shalonda Jones. So if you're on YouTube, you can go to Facebook and also see the live there or share it. Y'all make sure y'all like, y'all share, y'all comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. That Real Talk podcast is on every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. And you always gonna catch Shalonda here. You feel me? Whether anybody else is here or not. Okay? Cause I gotta get myself together. Cause I got some place to go. Per, per, I'm feeling the look today too. Like I am feeling the look today. I am wearing my purple for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It is October, and it is always going to be important to me because I survived. You feel me? I survived. I made it out of hell. I walked through hell, and I ain't come out smelling like smoke. You feel me? Okay? I don't look like what I've been through. You feel me? So purple is the color, which is my favorite color, and dark purple is actually my favorite. And with the gold, all royalty. You know what I'm saying? Because we're royalty. Period. And now I'm also repping my business, Lala's Closet. Go and order your shea butter hair oil. I'm starting to get my apparel. My soap is on there. You listen, my website is legit and I don't take long to ship or deliver, okay? Because I am delivering straight to the door. You feel me? And shout out to those people that's actually using my website and trusting me and understand that I am not a scammer. I am not out here scamming people. I am out here delivering the goods. Okay, because that shea butter is everything, the soap is everything, the hair oil is everything, and the apparel will be everything. But I'm taking my time, y'all, with the apparel because I want it to be right. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be right. But y'all make sure y'all come through to Real Talk Podcast and sit with me and talk with me. And, you never know what you're going to get over here. You really never know what you're going to get. Today, I don't have no guests and no co host. And we touched on a lot. And I really hope that everybody keep the Jakara Lopez situation in the back of your mind. That is what I talked about in the beginning of the show. So if you're just tuning in, you're gonna have to go back and watch. But it's a tragedy um to have a young girl die in your community and not know who is the killer. Okay, um, as a community, we do get a lot of violence in our community, but as far as like kidnappings, and finding children dead, most of the time we don't have those situations. So I just ask that you continue to keep that situation in the back of your mind. Stay close to your kids. Make sure your kids have tracking devices on their phones. Make sure you communicate with your kids as they go to school, as they're at school, who they should be talking to. Do not leave with strangers and don't even leave with family members. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell my kids, don't leave if I haven't called the school and said nothing, do not leave with anybody. Have the school reach out to me before you call yourself leaving out with anybody. Because, like I said, we don't know who the killer is. We don't know who this person that has murdered this young girl. It could be your next door neighbor. It could be a friend of the family. It could be your family member. So let's be careful with what we're doing. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Real Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Shalonda. I will see y'all next week. Same time, same day, same place. And y'all hit me up. If you want to be a guest on my podcast, you're more than welcome. If you have a story to tell, if you have some topics that you want to talk about, whatever it is, hit me up, DM me, let me know, and I will make it happen. Okay? See y'all later.